while before we even look at that, it seems. Because we do need to get through the pi science. Well, that's too bad. Oh well, back to this one. Everything goes back to pi science before we can continue. Yeah, it's all because of the organic solvent that we now can't get because of this one. So we have to get it from one first. We actually have to get it from this one. Ah, okay. Yeah. I'm guessing after tonight I'll probably do it to fix things. We can actually continue down this chain because it will stop you from doing a few things without it. Oh hey Kobai, and thanks for a raid. And hey to all you new people. Did you get your rocket launched on the community server? Or how close are you guys? Because I'm looking forward to seeing it. Is the rocket ready? Not bad, not bad. Yeah, just need the satellite with what is it? 2000 utility science. That is gonna take a little while. But then again, I'm still working on pi science. That's turning out to be a bit more of a hassle. Research is going about 5% done. Nice. Oh, the research for the satellite? Or what? Oh yeah, you need to research that as well. Of course. So can we do another one in the meantime? We can do this one. We can actually set up Nexelite matrix. Plus with that one, we have yet another step in this one. I'm dreading a printed circuit substrate. Nylon, not bad. We can set up nylon while we're at it, and then tomorrow we'll upgrade the mod to change the recipes that's been fixed. That should make it a bit easier for us. Yeah, I'm afraid that most of my smelting area, or at least a few things I've left, what's it called, from hot air, is gonna break. Yeah. But if the hot air update fixes what's it called, the fish thing. Oh, Kwai, you haven't updated either, that's correct. Yeah, there's so many things that'll break. Oh well. We'll see what I decide to do. I haven't really figured it out yet. Oh, look at Mylon. That is also two things we're missing. But since we were looking at this earlier, it wasn't actually too bad. This one is a bit worse though. Is it? Let's just take filtration media. We can actually make this one now. Shouldn't we just set that up? Because that is used for quite a few things going forward. Oh, if hot air is gonna break. Yeah, I have been holding it off just because of the hot air. Do you guys remember what the reasoning was for changing it? Was it just that it was too easy to get hot air? And it was not hard enough for Pyanodon. It could probably be something as that's gonna be his reasoning. Let's see. We're making microfiber here, so let's make nylon right next to it. There, nylon. But this one. Ninja I hope that wasn't the reason. Oh well, that's probably the reason they're doing a lot of things. Oh, that's nice organized space you have there. It's working so good. Let's change one thing that breaks half the base. Just for the fun of it. So, filtration media. Let's just remember to do that one so I can figure it out. Hot air will not have to come from hot air coke gas than outlet gas at the following tier. Oh, it eats stone brick. That's going to cost a lot more stone then. Not the end of the world. That should be somewhat easy to handle, but still a bit annoying. But still, let's set up this one. That's pretty much just taking... Let's see. Let's take this one. Nuts in there. So we were looking at filtration. This one could in theory just add its... What is also this one? Are we missing pure sand? This one feels better. Let's try and set this up and see what happens. But I want to change. Let's do this quickly. I want to make some things a bit different. That and... Ooh, that's a lot of things in. I'll slow it down quite a bit. As we're doing part of without alien life, but alien life is actually quite fun. It does make it a lot harder from what I understand. But it's a nice challenge the way they're doing it. So outputs. Could we do this to output it correctly from here? It's gonna be so slow to do this. Because the pure sand and gravel. Could in theory. What if we do? Okay, let's move it out here for a second. Because then I'll do inputs one side and output on the other one. So it needs 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. One of them put gravel. We need gravel in. Get 100, that's fine. Then we will need the pure sand. I can't remember if I'm making that yet. You need hot air to make red science. Oh, well, whoop-de-doo. Pure sand, come on, please tell me I have some. Not just normal sand. Yes. Oh, I have 24,000, so I have enough pure sand. That's not too bad. And then the rest will get... Let's do that and remove that one. And move you back 1 and move you to there. That's 9 seconds, so we do need to get an upgraded one for this. We do need to get these. And that means we'll have to put one... Can we do it like this? I think that should work. Something like this might be the best way to do it. To get the filtration, the rest will just get flown in as needed. Oh, we've used all active carbon. That is actually a serious issue, because we're probably using all of it over here. That's bottlenecking things. Oh, that's bad. Where is our active carbon, by the way? Right here. Because we're missing nitrogen for that one. Well, we'll look at that in just a second. Full yield build of stone gives you 18k hot air per minute. That is true. Well, let's see here. That is fine. You can get that one as well. These are fine. So that should actually be enough for the filtration one. Then we'll output on the outside. I'll pretty much just be that one, into one of you, going up to a red chest somewhere. Maybe right here. Two. So let's just add a red chest there for now. Then we'll fix the rest as we get to it. Oh, thank you for the host, chest organist. That's always nice. So let's see here. What? That should go, that should go. We just need a few inserters. That one we can place later. And our port right there should be fine. Now we just need to fix the active carbon before we get into serious issue. Let's find microfibers is just lacking things from over here. That is just the normal fibers among other things. Actually, it's a sodium thing. So we actually need to get this one up and running. A slack line we should have quite a bit of, don't we? Yeah, we have slackline barrels, so we should quite easily be able to set it up. But that is not the #1 priority. That is the active carbon. For some nitrogen, that's so easy to make, we can just do it and vent the other two. Oh yeah, that's why we need the filtration media. That is correct, so we can do this loop to get active carbon what it needed. And we can actually easily make that now. But that requires 3 active carbon. That gives us... It requires 30 nitrogen to make 200. I think pure nitrogen we have quite a lot of in storage as well. Yeah. So setting that one up might actually be good. I should probably do it over here. Let's do one more time what we have done so many times before. Run across the base. But luckily we have our little crawler. Just of course going below the base so I don't crash into things. Oh. Try not to crash into things at least. Let's go over this way. Should make a crawler highway to get moving. Let's go past the seaweed farms. That is finally backing up. And up this way. Go. And let's go look at the active carbon, among other things we have just over here. At high pressure, that's fine. Nitrogen is missing. So if we set up a filter... Wait, that requires a filter. Oh well, we'll fix that in just a second when the loop starts to go. So let's see here. What if we just take these ones we needed to get the nitrogen and pure ones with filtration media. We need to get this set up. I was using these over here. Yeah, we're but this was consuming all of our active carbon. Which is a bit sad, but let's solve that. For nitrogen out. This giving us normal nitrogen the other way. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And you can just jump that. Please fill normal nitrogen into this one. So that way, as soon as we get some filtration media, we can get this one to run. And then we have a nice loop that should run forever. Hopefully. So and there we go. Can we add in a second one while we're at it just to test? Yeah, we'll not probably turn some of this. Do this, can we then add in a second one? No, it's fine. We'll just give it a bit of room. It's fine. Let's do 2. That's pure out. Barrels in, barrels. Sorry. Barrels out. Barrels in. Goes to nitrogen, pure nitrogen in. All we're missing is the filtration media. Which of course is lacking the active carbon. Which this is gonna start. We are producing a bit here. But it's probably going somewhere else first. A way to limit it is say you'll only output if you only work if there's more than 50 in storage. So we don't completely ruin that. Or more than a few hundred in storage. Yeah, look how beautiful it is. Trying to keep it very organized, and it's so nice. I did have a quick look on the community server, and what a mess. Nothing in squares, nothing is limited, it's just outputting so much. All over the place. It hurt my eyes, I was there for like 1 minute, and I was like, nope, nope, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Let's say 300. That is greater than 300, you are allowed to work. If not, you will just kind of stand by. So that way I can limit you and you and you to not be the most, not have priority in terms of carbon. It's string theory, man, or chaos theory or something like that. It's so bad that Bit told me, yeah, I'm gonna go and look at the rocket silo on the server, if I can find it. Pyanodon theory, that is actually correct. That is a good way to say it. Pyanodon theory. Oh god, that is so true. Let's hope some of this will now go to the filtration media at the opposite end of the base. To be honest, oh look at that, it's going out. I kind of want to move you over here. It makes more sense that we have it over here than the opposite end of the base. So let's just pop you down right there. Luckily, that is quite easy to do. So that's going to give filtration media. Oh, that's completely wrong. You have to move down a bit. And let's move it out a small amount as well, to just have it looking good. Yeah. And that's lucky for you, Kobai. Otherwise, you could have spent your entire stream just trying to find the silo. Oh, look at that. Pure nitrogen. Pure nitrogen. That then goes up here. Then we have a nice little loop going. What are we doing with all the surplus? Nothing yet. Might have to vent that at some point. At least the oxygen. The other two we will use with no problem at all. So let's just do this. Overflow. Right there. And a vent. High gas vent. Just in case it gets overwhelmed at some point. So oxygen is not the most important thing out of this one. So that is solved. This will run. That'll make this one run. That'll make our active carbon run. Should we expand how fast it works though? That is the thing. And we could in theory just add one more on the side. Now activated carbon. And we might want to. So what if we just do this? 1, 2. Get you free, flip that way. Your limit is 500. Oh, it's building up quite quickly. That's fine. Should we get it a bit higher? And should we get it in a chest up top? I think we can quite easily do that. Yeah, let's do this. Let's try. Honestly, I should have done this instead. Yeah. But I would like no limit on these though. So we have you jumping from here to here. There. And out. Out. Now we'll block one side, but that is completely fine. It means we can take you and add you there. And take this part and go down a few times. That should give us a lot of active carbon out up here as soon as we hook up the rest. And then just down here. Look at that. A beauty. They remove all the limits. I did. Wait, not down here. And stop. That means all of this will go up into our little chest up here. Yeah, exactly. In G0. It's pretty much what I did in my... pretty much a lot of my series. The one where I did one of the biggest ones was probably Industrial Revolution. There I did train squares instead. Just with... what's it called? LTN. And the other time I did train squares might have been in Factorio 2. That was close. That was pretty much train squares as well, to some degree. And before that, I did do one vanilla rocket launch. What's it called? Circuit base, where you use vanilla circuits to request trains. It just took forever to do. And that was before I streamed, which are recorded, which I'm kind of regretting today because it was a very cool map. See if I can find it somewhere, but it is quite good. So Activated carbon. Let's just set you to 2000. Go, go, go. Look at that. It's flowing out. Now it's just sodium hydroxide. That's gonna be a big, big issue. But to be honest, this is much better than it were before. That is exactly what I want to see. That's sodium hydroxide. Why is that lacking so much? Is it just because we didn't set up a good process for it? Or did we just do the saline water instead of the slacked lime? Or because we didn't do the slacked lime? Chemical plant. Please request. I never set it up. Please request that. That is fine. And take you and place you into the mall, which is slowly growing. So that means that we can now set up this one instead. I can't remember what I said, that rewarded a comment like that. It might be because it's somewhat late. But let's set this one up. Salt, slacked lime. Ah, it's slowly growing. Want to hear a fun joke? Oh, I have a nice comeback for that one. That's what I hear, but that's not what you hear. You hear. And can you what's called? Guess why? I can tell you it's because mine does grow, but yours doesn't. Yours are maximum size right off the bat. Well, let's get back to this instead. Was looking to make that one. Snappy comebacks. That is always good. Where are we making the hydroxide today? Good luck finding that. Nowhere? Probably somewhere, but in very, very low quantities. I will just set up a new one. Might be the best idea. This is not what we're getting out here. It's something else. Well, let's set up a new one. Luckily, it's quite easy to do. Let's see here. Slacked lime out. That will go into a few chemical plants. Making that one. So please go around this way. And should we put it into one chest as before? I'm guessing that should be what we do. Tin salt. Yeah, just do one chest like this. With the salt, that's fine. And for the outputs, we'll go into a chest this way. Then we can do the other one from over here, maybe. We'll have to move you out one, though. To maybe right here will be easier to manage during the underground. We have room for the underground. Let's just check this, because if we move you down, not to there of course, but to right there, You'll need the underground to go